It's no secret that Massive Attack are one of our all-time favorite artists, and we often talked about them on this channel. This year, we got to see them live once again. And one of the best aspects of watching Massive Attack play live is witnessing the one and only Mr. Horace Andy. That got me thinking that most of the tracks Horace Andy sings seem to be covers or interpolations of his older reggae songs. So I did a bit of a deeper dive into Massive Attack's discography, and considering what an original and influential band they've been, it's incredible how much of their output is actually covers of other artists. And these covers fall into three main categories: straight up covers, collaborations, and the aforementioned covers of Horace Andy tracks featuring Horace Andy himself. So let's start with those. The iconic opener to Mezzanine is based on Horace Andy's You Are My Angel. But originally, Angel was intended to be a completely different cover. Massive Attack were planning to cover Straight to Hell by The Clash. Yep, that one. But during the recording session, Horace Andy refused to sing the word hell because of his strong Rastafari religious beliefs. So they decided to improvise on the spot. In the space of 4 hours, they changed the arrangement, slowed down the tempo, and recorded a new beat, over which Andy ended up singing You're My Angel. Then on top of that, Massive Attack added a super heavy live rock jam, and Angel was born. Based around a sample of Isaac Hayes' Our Day Will Come, the smooth, palate-cleansing closing track to Mezzanine is a very loose interpretation of Andy's See a Man's Face.
You see a man's face, but you don't see his heart.
Exchange also appears earlier as the fifth track on Mezzanine, but this time without Horace Andy or the brackets. Horace Andy's only proper appearance on Protection is a cover of his 1982 track of the same name.
You live in the city, you mind your...
Probably the most straightforward, dancey track Massive Attack have ever recorded, which becomes even more obvious on the Mad Professor I Spy remix. Very prominent on Spying Glass is the use of this amazing sped-down dub break, sampled from Joe Gibbs' Chapter 3, which even features on Lee Scratch Perry's Blue Arc Radio on GTA 5. A much darker take on Andy's track of the same name.
Girl, I love you, but your love net's gone.
Interestingly, it seems to be one of the few songs from Heligoland that Massive Attack still perform live.
Love net's gone forever.
Now, the next track isn't exactly a cover, but it recycles entire parts of Horace Andy songs, a practice commonly referred to as interpolation. In Five Man Army, Andy sings the hooks of two of his tracks, Money Money
Money, 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 money is the root of all evil.
and Cuss Cuss. That beat though, it's so badass, it's sampled from Al Green's I'm Glad You're Mine. Now, let's move on to the next category, straight up covers. Back to Mezzanine and another very moody, dark track. Man Next Door is a cover of John Holt's I've Got to Get Away.
There's a man that lives next door in my neighborhood.
I absolutely love the contrast in pace and vibe between the original and the Massive Attack version. And a lot of the power and groove of the cover comes from the sped down drum sample from Led Zeppelin's When the Levee Breaks. So heavy. A very odd choice for a closing track for Protection. This is a live performance of Light My Fire by The Doors. Again, featuring Horace Andy on vocals. I don't dislike it, but I find its inclusion on Protection a bit random. Almost as if Protection had to have 10 tracks for some reason. Anyway, let me know in the comments how you feel about it and why you think it might have ended up on the album. Finally, we reached the first song on this list that doesn't feature Horace Andy. This cover is performed by Tony Bryan and is a very 90s version of William DeVon's Be Thankful for What You Got. Interestingly, a lot of people misattribute the song to Curtis Mayfield, often titled as Diamond in the Back. The fake Mayfield version even has 60 million views more than the original on YouTube. Digging the Greats has made a great video investigation about it. You should definitely check it out. Any Love is the first ever Massive Attack release, recorded before 3D and Mushroom even joined the band. It's a cover of Any Love by Rufus and Chaka Khan. And Massive Attack actually recorded and released it twice. The first version features vocals by Carlton McCarthy and was produced by Daddy G with Smith and Mighty, another great 90s act from Bristol you should check out. The second, much happier version, appears on the single for Daydreaming. It's sung by Tony Bryan, the same vocalist that was on Be Thankful, and was produced this time by all the members of Massive Attack. So, these are the covers that appear on Massive Attack albums. I hope I didn't miss any, but if you can think of other ones, drop us a comment. Now, time for the last category, collaborations. The first two are from movie soundtracks.
I had laid such a tender trap.
A dark, moody track recorded by Massive Attack for the soundtrack of Batman Forever in 1995, featuring vocals by Tracy Thorn of Everything But the Girl, who also prominently features on Protection. The original was written in 1966 by Smokey Robinson for the Marvelettes.
Such a tender trap, hoping you might fall into it.
There was a
An incredibly dark and haunting reinterpretation of Nat King Cole's 1948 classic.
There was a boy. A very
Massive Attack's version of Nature Boy appears on the closing credits of Moulin Rouge. It's a remix of the orchestral version that opens the movie, with vocals by David Bowie, and an orchestral arrangement by another Massive Attack collaborator, composer Craig Armstrong. This Marvin Gaye cover was recorded in 1995 for a tribute album to Gaye called Inner City Blues. It features Madonna on vocals, who apparently liked it so much that she also released it on her own album, Something to Remember. This collaboration led Massive Attack to consider a potential new collab with Madonna on their then upcoming third album, Mezzanine. Madonna was going to be featured on Teardrop, which ultimately led to the band falling out with each other, and then the eventual breakup of the core 90s Massive Attack. That's actually a really interesting story, and we've made a video about it that you can watch next. Or if you're in the mood for some casual music trivia featuring Massive Attack songs, go watch our Connect the Songs game. But first, don't forget to comment your favorite Massive Attack cover below. Thank you, and we'll see you next time on Mixed Signals. Bye bye!